All right, guys, this is a video for you to help you with this homework because I know some classes are maybe struggling a little bit with certain little parts of these problems. So let's make sure we take our time solving each step. When I see an equal sign, I want to go ahead and draw my separation bar on all of my equal signs, and sometimes my equal signs aren't always in the same spot. Okay, so you got to be careful of that. My whole goal is to get x isolated, right? That's the whole point of the problem, is you want to get the x all alone, completely by itself. For these problems, we did these on Friday and Thursday of last week. We're going to go ahead and not deal with the variable at all. The variable, we don't mess with that yet. We have to kick out the constant. So it's a party, right? Party is for x is having the party. X is going to kick everybody out. When you look at x here by itself, x is here, and then it's with the equal sign. The equal sign is here. So when I look at x and the equal sign, and I almost want to make that even more clear, when I look at x and the equal sign here, it's going to, I'm going to have to get rid of this 4 and this 3, but you have to do it in the proper order. So we're going to go ahead and subtract 3 first. That's the first step. We do that to both sides. I get 12, and I'm bringing down the 4x. Okay. Now 4x is over here, equals 12. They're being multiplied, so you're going to do the opposite of multiplication. You're going to divide. Okay? 4 into 12, 3 times. This cancels out. 4 into 12, how many 4s fit into 12? 3. All right, we're going to do the same steps over here, but instead, this time, we're not going to mess with the x yet. It's almost good to just put your finger on the variable. If you put your finger on the variables, it's going to help you to see what needs to go away. And that might be a good little tip for you to do that for these problems. So if you put your finger on the variable, you're going to see that we need to get rid of this negative 3. Okay? That's the constant. We got to move the constants, all the numbers, to one side. So we're going to bring this down. 2x equals 13 plus 3 is 16. Now that we have 2x equals 16, we're going to divide 2. X equals 8. How many 2's fit into 16? 8 of them. Okay. All right. Go ahead and try these two on your own. Hopefully you did these on your own as well, but push pause and go ahead and try these two on your own. And then, all right, so now hopefully you paused. If I put my finger on the variable, we're going to get rid of the constant there. 3x equals 10 plus 5 is 15. All right, 3x equals 15. Divide 3. All right, we're going to subtract 5 over here. Interesting. Now we have a negative we have to deal with. Negative 5 and negative 1. That actually equals negative 6. Now we divide 2. We still have another negative here to deal with. X equals 2 and a negative 6. Negative 3. Okay? And then, on this side, we're going to subtract 4. We're going to bring this down. Another negative involved. Negative 2x equals 4. Negative 2. All right, and then here, we're going to subtract 2. Negative 3x equals 8. Oops, divide negative 3. Oops, I did the whole step here. My bad. I went a little fast here, but I divided the negative 3. This is going to be a fraction. You're allowed to leave it that way. That's okay. Sometimes I'll leave it like this. The negative will be on the outside of the parenthesis or of the fraction. Okay, either way, that's fine. All right, the back side is the one that's a little bit of a curveball. And this is what we did today in class. Okay, so today's class work is a little intense. Let's go ahead and go through this. I'm going to go ahead and use a different color since I know it's going to bleed through, but it's okay. So what did we do today in class? I'm going to zoom in on this one. I want you to do the first two steps here. You'll see what I want you to do here. I want you to go ahead and do we called it the dolphin jump today. Sorry, we're gonna go ahead and you heard me say those weird noises today, and we're gonna go ahead and deal with this part here. Look how I got there. Now, how did I get to 4x plus 8? 2 times 2 is 4. The x comes down to play. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay? 2 times 4x plus 8 equals 16. Now, I said go ahead and complete this step here where you're going to now kick out the 8. Hopefully you're getting good at these steps. You can bring this down. 4x equals 8. If that equals 8, then you're going to keep going through it for me. And all right, and then as you are, sorry, I had a little interruption there. Whoa, what happened? Back to this, here we go. All right, so sorry about that, we had a little interruption, but it's all good. Now we're gonna divide 4. X equals 2. All right, why don't we go ahead and try to work this one out here with the distributive property, do that part first. All right, 4 times, there's an invisible 1 here. 4 times 1 is 4, and the invisible 1 plus 8 equals negative 8. And then now, how do we get rid of remember we put our finger on the variable if we want to. We got to get rid of this constant. 4x equals negative 8 and negative 8, negative 16. Okay? Divide 4, x equals negative 4. All right? And then I'm going to go ahead and do this last one. I'm going to leave these ones here for you guys to show work. I want you to use these to help you through this. Okay? Both these problems are very similar to these two, so you can use the help here. And I'm also going to do this last one to help you. If we're going to deal with this one, they're both very similar, right? So let's just deal with one first. If I want to deal with the variable, there's the variable. I put my finger on it. What do I have to get rid of first? If this is the variable, we got to get rid of this negative 3, or positive 3, by making it a negative. All right, 1 equals x over 3. I'm going to move that over here. How do I get rid of a division of 3? A division of 3, if I multiply both sides by 3, it cancels out. All right, you're responsible for these last 3 for me. Hopefully this video was helpful. You want to subscribe to my YouTube, that's fine. That's great. I would appreciate that because you're going to get notified when I do put videos up. All right, guys, good job.